Sorry, scrap that. I've got to put something else. We got. Bama. So the money match is upstairs. We've got Jason Davis versus Matt Palco in the tables available, table 8. We've got Nathan Cannon on table 9. Phil and Matt Burfoot on table 10. Les and Mark Fernandez on table 11. Remember to come up and pay your green fees if you haven't paid.
Gentlemen, I'm out. I'll need it.
Yes, sure.
Alright, can you wrap them up, guys, downstairs? I'm just about to do the door and call the games. All right, come up, guys. I'm going to call the games. On table 1, we have Shane Smith and Pete Smith. Table 2, Ken Brun and Colin Gamble. Table 3, David Rothel and C2 Lewin. Table 4, Nick Norton and Ashley Smith. Table 5, Sean Linston and Justin Sage. And Table 6, Anne Moymoy and Danny Marlowe. It's best of 3, guys.
Race 2. Stop really nice. Thanks, Matty. I'll get you next time. No need to swear at me. Where's Kenny? Good, mate.
Table 6, Ian Moyway and Danny. You seem to be sitting there not playing.
It's a setup, right? You and I, right? Taking the big guns out. He said he was going to do it.
Come on, please. Come on, please. He's going to try not
What's the break? Go. Ready, tosser? Good luck, son.
You're not on Facebook? you're up. Megan Norton, are you in the house?
Three calls, forfeit.
I messaged him. I might just skip it and then he's talking about well, I'm
Dave Ewing and Brendan Jacker on table 4. Also guys, Phil Morton's running the comp from here, so you can come up and tell him the result, and he'll run it for the rest of the night, so I won't be here too much longer. Yeah, so Phil will be around. Phil's this young chap here, if you don't know who he is.
young chap. Alright, it's a young chap.
Did you give him a paper copy?
I did. But I use four.
Did you give him a pen?
Yeah, he came with he took my
Yeah, fucking sad.
Brendan Jacker, you're up, table 4. So if he's going to go out of the room, it'll be a good idea to come up and check with Phil if you're not next up. Just another reminder, Feel free to come up and sign the tribute shirt for Mazza, which is going to be framed after the tournament. Just over on the right hand side of the bar there. Everyone's welcome to make a comment and sign it. Just a tribute that we're going to give to the King family. Cheers, guys.
Two frames behind the Phil's on the roll.
Yeah, so it's
Actually, big exhibition shit.
Try and blow first. They want an exhibition. Yeah. first one took about a minute and a half.
Thought the sound that will away. It's gonna be
I want Christmas mustache.
just why do you get that money place on the beginning?
JJ, what do you think?
mate.
go easy, or did you have to?
No, I actually had to. Yeah.
The best is rare, but
Sorry.
come through here.
hang about for a second.
So we got a money match tonight. If we fit in, I can actually go. We can pre-pay.
Promise is promise.
So if we can get a free time.
When I come here earlier, you're like, it's like I'm watching yeah, like frozen.
I think the market.
It wasn't on, that's what I looked at.
Well, yeah. Probably sausage on the wall.
Yeah. You're not going to take that after carrying that like that. Yeah.
It's not a lot.
Probably another standard concept.
Do you want me to get a game on here, Phil? You want me to get a game on?
Yeah, look, it's Ken.
Can you?
No, Ken Hugh, you know.
Yeah.
Ken is and the others are playing. David up there.
Right there.
He's up there. He's up there. The guy in the middle there with the black. In the middle of
Yeah. Okay, so he's on with fucking.
yeah, we're playing David Hugh. He's probably out having a smoke.
Missed that here. Yep.
Sorry? It's only 9:15, so we'll go and see a race at 2 again.
General, what are you playing with that shit?
That's the rule.
go out to.
I'm just gonna get a drink.
We're Royal Sailor. There's two ways of doing it.
Well,
just sneak yourself on the light, come off the rail, shoot the red on it, then just shit on the light, and you can see the rail back.
using that table over there?
No,
Not this one. Not this one. So not that one, no. You're not using it? Shame.
Where the real people live.
David.
Okay, so the Steve, which is like Just First page. But still,
6
Still going, JK? What? The longer I stay here, the harder.
and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Debuting here on the mic. We're just watching the Saturday night knockout. I think they're just in the semi-final stage at this stage. We got Travis O'Keefe here and Jake McCartney playing off in this semi-final. I think Justin Sage is already through to the final. Tommy here looks like I think he's got one shot on yellows. These tables have been playing quite. Yeah, these tables have been playing reasonably unforgiving, especially down the rails. If you play anything that hits inside jaw, they're really spinning out quite sharp. It's quite hard to. You really can't play anything at a firm pace.
How you going, Dave?
Good for yourself.
Yeah, good, thanks, mate.
I'm trying to map this out how Tommy's going to go about it. The ball on the top right really is a little bit of an awkward ball, just because he doesn't really have a linking ball after it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Is it obviously? Or?
There is a possibility that he could leave that as his last ball and then use that. You can just roll that in the middle and then he'll be on the black. He really does. On these tables, you really don't want to have to be playing that shot up the rail and playing it firm. He's played that well, but just kind of touched too. Yeah, just touched too far. But I didn't really like that shot because you didn't really need to move anything. Everything was already on.
That's right. Everything went already. So.
And even if you say he did leave that over the hole, took that over the hole, and then played the other one in the middle. Well, he doesn't really have a next shot after that. You really needed to clear one of the yellows if you wanted to go that option.
Right, yeah.
I think he's just going to have to play this at dead weight or maybe like try and hold the pot. It's hard to tell from here whether he has a little bit of angle.
Oh, no.
No, I think it's a little bit too risky there. It's unnecessary at this stage. Wow, he's just cued through it. That's not too bad.
Yeah,
That's turned out great.
It's a good angle.
Yeah, if he can get on that ball in the middle, or he can get it up in the corner next, and then he can use that ball to float down for the black, and then yeah, he's created a really, really good opportunity from just a really awkward, a little bit of an awkward layout. So this is the key shot. This is really the important shot here. Oh, he's falling horrible, but he does have an easy snooker though.
Yeah, just clip off that ball, leave the ball on the yellow.
One of the problems though is that he can't really promote that yellow, so that yellow is still going to be awkward.
Exactly, yeah.
So if Jake, depending upon how he plays this, whether Jake might be able to play it off two rails.
Yeah, and hopefully sit behind.
Yeah, because he doesn't even need to. As long as he makes contact with the red, the link up is really, really tough.
Yeah.
And you can put a lot of pressure on him.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay,
So he's forcing him to play a good shot at least.
Yeah, so I think Jake is definitely going to be playing this off two rails. But see, the thing is, like, if say Jake does hit it, his only option is that ball up on the rail. Those shots, especially at a really, really thin angle, are incredibly tough on this table, as you know. Yeah,
very tight.
They've been playing really, really tough, especially if you want to play traces of side. You have to hit it perfect to be able to pop that ball.
Yeah.
And just from where it is, he'll probably have to just roll it in and take a double on the yellow. I don't know if he'll be able to play with touch of right hand side, come off the bottom cushion, come back up table, but it's still a really, really difficult. No, he's just playing off the one. He might be playing two cushions to go behind, like you said. Yeah, I like it.
Hopefully, just try and sit behind it, maybe.
What's that, sorry?
Hopefully, just try and sit behind it.
Absolutely. I mean, the key here is just to hit the ball.
Exactly.
Give yourself every opportunity.
That's it.
Oh, it's a race 2-3.
Just doesn't want to foul and give him that free shot to get on that top ball.
Sorry, say again?
Just doesn't want to foul and give him that free shot to get on that top ball.
Absolutely.
Get this one out as well.
Absolutely. How's this? Oh, he's gone in off. It's gone straight in off. Misjudgment there by Jakey boy.
Doesn't miss balls that far very often.
Yeah. That was a big misjudgment there. I'm not sure if he was trying to play it off one cushion or if he was trying to come off the back cushion.
I actually got no clue, no idea. He was sort of in between.
So he's looking at, he's going to play the double now. Well, the angle must be, oh yeah, looking at the table live, that angle actually looks very, very narrow to play that in the middle. Even that where that black is, even these blacks, like if you're playing anything and you clip the inside jaw, they will not drop at all, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you have to hit them sweet.
Yeah. You really have to find the heart of the hole from anything from a narrow angle. This one's come out. Oh, he hasn't hit it at all. He's just gonna have to play a developing shot here. Right?
Yeah. Good angle because it'll double kiss if he tries to straighten it.
Straight down on it. Wasn't a fan of playing it towards the middle there. The angle is just a little bit wide. I'm not sure if he has an
I
angle.
think maybe he was better off trying to cut it thin and leaving it over
leaving
the
the
centre.
middle, or doubling it and then playing it in the corner.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he's always going to be playing it wide, so he's always going to be naturally getting on the black.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell if he's got the natural angle to get on the.
He's played a good card.
No, he's played it well.
Still not an easy black on these tables at all.
It's not an easy black, but where the red is, as long as he puts this over the hole, then he'll be fine. Just plays like a nice drag shot. You can see on the table, like from all the play today, there's a lot of wear and tear on the table at the moment. So you just want to play this with a touch of drag. He's a bit of detailed on it.
Hasn't even attacked the pot there, I don't think. I think he actually deliberately played the save.
Tommy just looked like he rushed out a little bit. He just wasn't composed, just got down and kind of hit it.
Yeah. No feather.
Yeah, so Jakey boy, I think he's only got the markers. That's what he's looking at. It's a tough line for the markers from there.
Jakey will take it on, of course.
Oh yeah, you gotta have no choice. Maybe a touch. You can play this with a touch left hand side, get the white out of the way. Oh, it's a chance. That's a big chance.
Massive chance.
Ooh. Just straighten up a little bit off the cushion. Tommy feel a bit of relief. Oh, Trav, sorry. I thought it was Tom. Isn't it Tom? Yes, Tom, yeah. A bit of relief there. I think Tommy's heart would have been in his mouth when he saw it come up at the cushion. And look at the chance, didn't it? Look at the chance.
Definitely.
The emotional roller coaster of pool. You'd love to just have like an air bubble above people's heads to see what's going on through their heads through the shot.
Mate.
Even as composed as people look, there's
a fly inside their brain.
Tommy got that. Yeah, I think there'll be a few expellatives been going up every now and then. So how you found the tournament so far?
I've actually really enjoyed it, mate. Really enjoyed it. Conditions have been good. Everyone's really nice. You know, it's well run. Like I don't mind having the two groups during the day.
Yeah.
You know? You don't have like half an hour to 45-minute waits between each frame.
Correct. Yeah. The format, ladies and gentlemen, was in the groups you play everyone twice. So you play them back to back. So it's just 2 frames, and so obviously break and reverse break, and then. And we're playing on 2 tables per group. It seemed to flow really, really nicely, actually.
It really did.
Yeah, and everyone gets a little bit of extra table time, being able to play 2 frames. I actually did like the format.
And the max wait you really had was probably half an hour.
Yeah, it really wasn't that bad at all. Big shout out to Matty Harmon. I thought he's done an incredible job. He's been brilliant on social media. He's been interacting with everyone. He's been answering everyone's questions. I think he's done a terrific job. To Kenny Nickel as well for his setup for all the live streams and their tireless work behind the scenes, which a lot of guys don't see. Big shout out to those 2 guys. And anyone who wants to come down, I'd highly recommend
them,
it.
We don't have any of this either. So
absolutely.
They're really important.
You know, we had nationals here at Harmony Club, so it is good to come back here again and see a lot of the friendly faces that are in and around. It's great to play pool here. There's a lot of really, really great characters. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's enjoying themselves. So, and this year especially, I'd say Kenny is probably the toughest field that has been in the King's Cup. Kenny's got the headphones on. There's a lot of class here this year, which is great. It's going to be really interesting styles to watch because these tables aren't conducive to just break and running. But that's where you guys like your Jimmy Dellas, your Jake McCartney's, you know, the really smooth cures. They just make these. They make these tables
and these pockets look big.
Yeah, absolutely,
really
absolutely. Yeah. You can't really play these kind of tables. You really can't play with any jam. Like you can't really stun balls because they will just spit out. You really have to hit it really, really clean and really, really smooth if you want them to drop. I've actually found like most of the rail shots, just playing with a touch of running side and just trying to cue them a little bit more.
I was going to say, as cliche as it really is just about all the queuing.
Absolutely.
These tables.
Absolutely. Tommy's had an absolute cracking opener there. Wonder if he's. Do you reckon he's on that yellow in between the two reds there? If he is, then
He
he's.
is. No, I think there's a
If
gap.
he's falling on that, then this can turn into a really good opportunity. Screw off the side rail and try and finish on the bottom rail, and then these don't link up too bad at all. But it's hard to tell. It looks like he's just slightly off, or whether he can maybe bend it with a touch aside. But
Well, he is looking at it pretty hard, and Tom's one of them players. Like if he's on the shot, he will go down pretty quick.
okay, I'm not sure if he can. Yeah, it's hard to see what. No, he thinks he is on it. He's just rolling through here. Oh wow, he's played an absolute cracker.
Played it pretty.
He's not happy with the result, but I think in that circumstance, I think you'll take that.
I think it's good position because he lands on this yellow into the centre here too.
Yeah, he needs to get high up.
Ball.
If he can just play with a touch of right hand side and maybe use that red that's in the middle on the left side and use that as a marker. Yeah, that's a really good marker. I'm not sure
about
about
2 balls that way.
Absolutely. I mean, for me personally, I like using chalk marks as markers of where I want the white to be, or I use balls and use that as a direction. I was like, okay, that's my minimum, that's my maximum.
Right, yeah.
It's just a good visualization way of seeing where you want to be with the white ball.
That's it, yeah.
And
Makes your spot you're aiming for that little bit bigger. Just 'cause
Absolutely.
you want a target.
Absolutely. So this is really going to be the key shot here, because it's going to be interesting if he's going to be playing for that yellow in the bottom left corner, because if he does, he actually has a very small window to land in. Because even if, say, like he falls there, he would have to play the shot with side.
I was going to say, he has to land on these balls. He actually has to land pretty dead on.
I'm actually wondering if he has an angle where he can top through, come between the black and the red, and then come down towards that yellow. Because then, if say he gets straight on the yellow, then he can play the yellow on the left side into the middle and drift up to play the black in the bottom right corner. It really depends how he wants to see
There's
it.
a chance, to be honest.
Oh, Tommy just a little bit rushed it. Even still, like playing the shot that he wanted to play next, and having to play that and like play it with a touch of right hand side, that is a very missable shot on these tables.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I was a huge fan of taking that option. Tommy's, I'm not sure if he's a little bit nervous or what's going on, but he's just rushing around the table a little bit. But that could just be his rhythm of play. I played Tommy in, he's in my qualifying group in Geelong. He's a top bloke, hitting the ball well, and looks like he's improved a lot actually.
Oh, he's an absolute great guy. Look, absolute great character around the place. And he's just one of them players that just wants to keep getting better. So
Yeah.
And that's all you want, really.
That's it. Just have that appetite to want to get better, but also putting quality time. Like
Yeah, exactly. And practicing the right things.
Absolutely. Like a lot of guys always talk about how they want to, how they put a lot of table time in, but it's all about quality practice. You know, are you playing under the pressure?
There's no point playing 4 hours if you're just bashing balls around. You know?
Absolutely. Are you practicing your weaknesses in your game? You know what I mean? Like if you're not breaking well, then are you practicing how you're breaking?
And always trying to find ways to put yourself under the pump. I think helps a lot too.
Absolutely. So you can see there by Jake's shot.
Hayden Heath, H-E-A-T-H.
This is so you can see by the choice of shot there by Jake is that he wasn't comfortable in being able to get back up table and just taking that across in the corner. Like that's the kind of shot where Jake would never pull up on. But just the way the tables are playing, that you'd almost class that as a dead ball, unless you want to be getting right behind those kind of shots and then just rolling them in. Just hit that a little bit thick there, but not too bad though. Oh, how's his angle for Jake on this one? He's going to have to stun out. Really needs to hit this well.
So gets on this middle ball. Oh,
Yeah, see, the angle wasn't quite there, so he's trying to force it a little bit.
Right, yeah.
That's a very, very common mistake to miss that thin, because you're just slightly off with your angle, you try and generate enough pace, and you just try and cheat the pocket
Cheat
a bit
that
too much.
little bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a very, very common mistake.
And it's, like we said again, and especially here, you have to be so dead on.
Absolutely. What's geez, has he's gotten a little bit of a result here in terms of the leave. Do you think he's on that one over the hole? It's hard to tell from
I
here.
don't think so, actually. Like,
Oh, it looks like he's jacking up.
Swerve.
Needs to bend this late.
Oh, gone overdone.
Oh no.
Jamie Stevens, the one and only.
Well, it could
Pretty
not
much
have.
kicking me out.
That could not have turned out any worse for him, unfortunately. And Jake,
Here you go, Jamie. Jump on,
these
bud.
shots, like even those shots, like you play them with a touch aside, you really have to be very, very pinpoint with how much side you're playing on that kind of shot on these tables. I've been guilty of being a little bit careless of playing that shot. You would normally just play a touch of running side, and Normally they just go in the hole, but these ones, they're just really not that forgiving. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the moment, the head, or the other head from Ballarat, Jamie Stevens.
I'm going to give you a quick block warning. I have had a few socials. I will not be James Delahunty though and just drop every F-bomb every 3 seconds. And,
Well, that was 10 seconds, so.
I said F-bomb, I didn't say
okay.
the word. And McCartney is just no troubles, apparently. Although I'm impressed Tom O'Keefe's got
Yeah, Tommy's played well. Yeah, he had control of this frame, but just when tried to play a little swerve shot, and then it just turned out horrible for him, unfortunately. Killed his ball and gave 2 shots to Jake.
I'll tell you, it's funny. Like Thomas, obviously, he's from Geelong, and he look. I won't sugarcoat this. I think there'll be a bit of factor out there.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see it, like even.
He just comes over, smiles, and goes, "Yeah, I'm a factor on everyone in Australia, except for James Delahunty." Not Robbo.
Yes.
He's got factor on Robbo.
Jamie's in fine form tonight. So,
it's a big break, and I tell you what,
nice contact.
Not rewarded.
Oh wow, and these yellows. Oh no, there is a little bit of work to do.
He hasn't been rewarded.
You could take either here.
I like the reds.
Yeah.
Dave, I don't know what you're looking at yellows for. I think
It's just because the angle of what this first shot is, of whether he can play this comfortably off the yellow, is just a little bit awkward. Because you really need to clear that yellow to clear your other red.
Oh, you're right, mate. He's looked at yellows. He's got a cannon straight away.
The only reason is also because that railer, you can either double it or you can play that as a controlling ball down the rail, in or over.
Do you think the black goes past the red?
I would think for Jake to take yellows on with no balls there to extract the black, I think it would have to be on. It wouldn't make sense for him to just get down and just play yellow straight away, in my opinion.
So what's the plan with this yellow on the right side cushion? Because he either plays it now or he's got to play
Well, if I was Jake, I would be taking the ball in the middle of the table here. That's a little bit of an awkward ball as well. I would consider taking that ball and then potentially
play the double on the yellow.
I think he's tried. Has he tried to there? No.
Well, apparently he's just in freewheel mode. He's just not even looking. He's just getting down and popping balls.
Yeah, he's always going to play us down the rails of coverage. You know, Jake always likes to play percentage shots. So if he rolls this in, he should be on the ball in the middle. He's played that well, very nicely.
Yeah, that hasn't left the cushion really.
Are you playing this and trying to pick the gap?
I don't think you need to. I think you just play up and down centre table, and then you've got the chop in, and then come across the left side of the table for the black.
I actually think Jake's going to take the ball on the bottom right, just because you have to fall in too nice of a gap. Otherwise, you're just not going to be able to get need on the black. So he's just falling in a little bit of an awkward spot here.
But the gap's not big. But you're right. He's looking at what you've said. But the gap's not big. He just goes up and down. There's a huge area of table to go up and down.
I understand that, but what I mean is, if you say he runs just a touch too far, you can't get close to that black.
Well, he's played that.
No, he's
well.
Yeah.
But he may screw off the side of the red here.
Off the side cushion? Do you reckon just like a quarter ball kiss or something? These are very, very tough to judge.
He actually wants to clip the red thin, though, not thick. He wants to hit it thin. So he's checking the angle now, so he's lining up. So basically he wants to hit this red pretty thin, and he will still come off the side cushion probably halfway down.
See, this is
opposite the Dan.
This can go wrong very, very easily because he's playing it firm. I think that's why he's looking at taking the other cushion, but I can't see a way.
Yeah, he might.
Because the harder he hits it, the wider it's going to throw.
Oh, I don't see position off this. No, he's played the shot I said. But
yeah, see, like the harder he hits it, it's always going to hit that red quite thick.
Yeah, because it's going to throw.
Yeah, so it's always going to be hard to try and get it off the cushion and come back.
But the way he played it though, he kind of just decided, I'm going to play a shot, and then just thought, I'm going to just throw a handbag at this.
He has had a
absolute throw a full handbag at it.
He has had a stroke of luck here too. Not only is the yellow still in a potable position, but
I don't know about that, mate. You flick off this and just get a nice little snooker. I know he's just going to come to the side and get out of it, but just stay alive for one shot.
Well, he's missed it.
He's fouled.
I think that is a foul.
No, he's called a foul on himself. That's a good call because it was. I'll be shocked if Jake takes ball in hand here. To me, play the red. I'm actually shocked at that. I would actually play the red Well, just stun off it, play the red, and come to the side cushion and get yourself an angle on the yellow. Just play down to the black.
I feel like in that kind of situation, if he had a natural angle to play off the red, but he would have had to have screwed that off the red. So
He's still all right, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I like that shot. It was on. Never mind. Okay. I thought it wasn't on. I thought he actually made it not on.
right. So that's 3-1. That looks like. Yeah, that's it.
So what's the final? Justin and Jake, is
Justin and Jakey.
No, it's a crap matchup.
What are you really trying to say, James?
So what are they playing? Race to 3 or 4?
3 again? Yep, sure.
Best of 5 still, is it?
I think race 3
So
is fine.
a Chook raffle has ensued. And Justin wearing his patented black and pink outfit. Look at that.
Yeah, I was
Not gay at all.
I was talking to Justin earlier on. He's been quite under the weather all day.
Under the weather.
Yeah, he's been sick. He woke up in cold sweats last
Jet
night.
lag or?
No, just fever. I think it was ever since he got down here.
There's actually a. I think I know what he's got. He's got a acute case of sagittis. It's where you have a really heavy tear of the heart muscle, and
From all the pink he's wearing.
from all the pink he's wearing. That's right.
Now the question really is, was that shirt white and it just got got mixed up in the washing with a red shirt?
I actually think that might have been the case. In fact, I'm going to ask him right now because he's right near us. Justin, was that shirt white to begin with, and you washed it with a red shirt? Can we get an answer? So a salmon shirt.
Salmon. Oh, salmon.
He's gone. He's made a salmon call. I can't believe it. 2 years in a row touring when he decides to go salmon.
And it's a good
Kenny's
contact there.
decided that doesn't want to show the whole table. And you know what? It's good that Kenny's made an error here because
We can guess what's going on.
Well, we really give it to Dan when he makes an error, so I think it's Kenny's turn.
Justin's hitting an invisible ball right now.
Justin decided to foul.
Is it, is it red? Is it yellow? Who knows?
Well, I don't know what he's on. What's going on
I
here?
think the way he's falling,
Kenny, can you help us out?
He must have gone reds. Does that red? Did you reckon he can get into that red with those two?
How do you
reds
know
in
he's
the
on
middle?
reds?
I'm just going by the positional shot that he played there.
Well, I think he's on yellow. No, I'm just kidding. He's always so thin. Oh, wow, he can pot it direct.
Wow.
Well, he's good now.
Oh, that's
He's
turned
looking
out
really good.
Yeah, that's turned out well.
I mean, maybe he can play the red and come off 2 rails with a bit left hand side, but who knows if there's a yellow on the top rail?
Is there even a pocket, Jamie?
Only Kenny knows. Actually, there is a yellow up on the top rail, but it isn't in the way of the angle for the transition of 2 rails. So.
That definitely looks. It is. Oh, there we
Here
go.
we go. Oh, he's decided to move the camera. Oh, good man.
Well, if he can pop this thing. No, he doesn't want to go there.
I'm actually surprised he's not playing this off 2, but
Yeah, I thought so too. I think did he try to get back there? No.
no, not this shot because he's actually perfect now. Just
Ah,
transition
okay,
the
I
bottom
see.
cushion. So
Yeah, okay.
he may
okay.
leave it till last now.
No, I think he's going to leave that second last there, Jamie. I think he's going to play. Oh, he might.
Ooh, that's a bad shot.
Yeah. I thought he was going to play this ball, then transition up table.
No, I agree
Play
with
that,
you. I
yeah.
agree with you. And he's
nice-
actually landed way too straight.
Can he? I'm not sure if he can play like a stun screw and then play the red near the black.
This is all
Or if
about
he's
whether
gonna
he can
screw behind the black.
It's all about
square
whether he
on
can
the red.
force it out or whether he's got a stick screw. He can force it, so he's played it well.
Yeah.
Wow, he's actually put it side on that. And it's actually pulled the white away up the table too. It's a good shot.
That's definitely from. I had a hit here. Just had a
Knowledge.
few frames from Justin. No, I think it's just from all the 9-ball he's been playing recently. Probably from the World Cup of pool.
Well, he's not played that well.
Oh wow.
I'm actually. There you go. That's right
That's
there.
the 9-ball shot.
That's the
right
9-ball
there,
shot.
yeah.
He's checked that up. Whereas the little white, you don't do check-ups on that. You run it around off 2.
Oh, he's gonna have to do a baby bender here. Oh wow.
Sides, he's pot the yellow and give 2.
The old Jake McCartney. I come to the table with 2 shots with all my balls on.
And Jamie McCartney's like, yeah, I'll just get down and just pot out. Bang, in it goes. Bang, this will go in. I'll land fat somewhere, anywhere I want.
Can I just pot out in less than 45 seconds?
He's actually looking for the Ben Lennon record, is he? Or? He still doesn't look as quick as Ben, though.
No.
Benny does this giant Superman dive.
But
That's a shit shot, by the way.
but Ben also does the one feather.
Yeah,
Jake,
you're right.
there's too many feathers here.
Yeah, look at this.
Look at that, look at that.
Oh, yeah, let's get up there. Let's just wreck it all.
But you see, the reason.
What is he thinking?
Why didn't he just
honestly,
chip it out?
Exactly. What is he thinking there?
I don't think he is at the moment. It has been a long day.
Well, it's better, but like
That's the
it's
wrong
a different
table, isn't
frame,
it?
mate.
It's a
It's a
different
different
table.
game. So,
Kenny showing us the guy practicing at the moment, so we're not sure what Jake's done.
Kenny, come on, mate. We're trying to do a professional
Oh, wow.
broadcast here.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So Jake's actually slowed himself down a little bit here.
But I agree with you, Dave. Why?
I don't understand this at all.
He's got two, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has to.
All right, I'm just going to say, he's pot that, but it's retarded, that option. It is fully retarded. You need to be on the gear to choose that choice of shot.
It just doesn't make sense.
Jake McCarney, I'm asking the question to the public, are you on the gear? Because that was not the right shot.
Even still, like, even the fact that he's potted this, he's still falling in a really awkward
That's what I
angle.
mean, yeah. Like, if he just chips off it, he gives himself perfect angle to just land anywhere he wants for two
Is
balls.
there any argument chipping off this, Jamie? Putting this towards the
Absolutely,
middle?
absolutely. And he's finally played the chip-off shot. He's finally grown a brain. So he's matched his brain to his ability and decided to play a smart shot. And plays it to perfection.
That's really nice. Yeah.
He's queuing well, Jake.
He is. He's been a bit careless this weekend, though. He hasn't really. He's been pretty much going through the motions.
Well,
it feels like.
he was pretty hungover at tipping. But I'll tell you what, he's one of the best hangover players I've seen.
Absolutely.
Can recover well.
That's the thing that you always see with Jake. No matter what he ever does, like, no matter how carefree he may look, his concentration and his focus over the shot is exceptional at all times. Like, irrespective of when he's drunk or whether he's sober or hungover.
Yeah, the way he delivers the cue as well is actually excellent. So.
Really loose backhand, soft hand.
Big break from Justin.
Justin's gone large and
Wow, he's a bit stiff then with the pot of ball, I think. Yellow's the easy balls available. Or
do you think you can play that yellow in the middle and get into the black? Oh, the black's probably on anyway.
black is on, but I know what you're saying. It would be nice for him. I mean, honestly, I like red to use myself.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
But I'm not sure how thin this cut is in the top left, but you have got the long ball, the red to the bottom right.
The only thing it's really interesting to see how Jake's going to go about extracting, if he does take reds, how he's going to extract that ball on the right. Ideally, if you can get straight on the ball in the bottom left.
What's he doing here?
Breaking yellows. I was surprised he didn't take it in the corner, actually, and then try and get into the black.
Yeah, same.
Just because there's no guaranteed ball that you can use as a link up to the black.
Well, the ball that was probably maybe guaranteed, he just got rid of, or he missed it.
Yeah, I think he's missed that pick because he's tried to make sure he's found the gap there. He's tried a bit of manipulation with the white ball.
He's got a result to cover the red, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think he can play this red in the middle and in the bottom right corner with a bit of right hand side and maybe go into it? He's got down on it pretty quickly, so he must have a pretty good angle for it. Yeah, he was not.
No, he hasn't. Oh, no, he's okay. He's cleared it.
The question is, how is he going to... Do you reckon? No, that red doesn't go on the bottom right corner.
No, but I think he's going to try and get me on now.
Even if he goes into the yellow here, it's okay.
That's a great shot. That's actually turned out perfect.
That's fantastic.
So that required a little bit of luck, just a little bit. Yep. I mean, if you can legislate you're going to cannon the ball perfectly and land on that, then you're a freak show. Because, and even decides, you know what, I'm awesome. I'm just going to kill the yellow. That's how good I am.
Gonna have to cue this well, though.
Yeah, this shot looks easy on camera, but it's got to be cued well, and he just smashed it in like it wasn't even there.
So you can see Justin's, even though he said he hasn't been playing much tee shot, but you can still see like he's timing the ball really well just from playing a lot of 9-ball for the World Cup.
Well, mate, I won't lie to you. Like, Justin's one of the guys I want to get involved in these big money matches, but it's just he's just been left alone because of all this, everything that's been going on. The World Cup of Pool. He's been overseas. I just, he's obviously got some. You want him to obviously come back and have time to do what he wants to do.
Shout out to Jimmy Deller as well. I'm not sure if any of you guys.
That's a great shot. That is an excellent shot to be able to even hold the white from there, that thinner cut.
Reverse triple here.
Actually, you know what? I'm actually think he's a touch unlucky.
Absolutely. It was hard to play that and then hold the white, just because it was so thin. You need so much
I
skill.
almost think he's actually played to hit the yellow.
Right.
I think he's played to hit the yellow. I really do. But not enough gear on it. Actually, no, what am I talking about? He's not even got near that yellow.
I can only see a reverse triple here, Jamie. I can't
In the
see
middle?
any other options, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Tough shot on these tables too. The rails are, well, actually, you know what? I can't probably comment on these bottom tables. I've played all my pool on the top tables tonight, and they have been more than challenging, let's just say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he decided to play safety. Well, Kenny decides he was unhappy with the current zoom, and
Oh, okay.
Kenny wants people's queuing actions involved.
Or he just like Justin's body because he works out, right?
This is Kenny.
Oh, this Kenny.
It's Kenny's.
Oh, Kenny, come on, mate. We know you're a Justin lover, mate. Come on.
Maybe he just watches Twilight. And I'll tell you what, I don't see Justin committing here. I see him playing this over the hole and getting a single ball on the other yellow here.
You mean Jake?
Oh, sorry, yeah, Jake, yeah.
I think he would play this in the rover. I would have thought he'd taken the
Oh,
rover.
okay, he's not.
It looks like he's going to be finishing in the rover.
Geez, that ball spot's getting big. That's a shit shot, Greg. He's over there by 4 foot.
He's going to play his off too?
Yeah, with right hand side, I reckon.
Yeah. What if he hitting about 2/3 away on the right hand side of the
But this is unnecessary, do you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't need to be running the white lows. Even if he lands fat here, it's still unnecessary.
He hasn't played that with any side. It looks like he played that reasonably.
This is the danger, though, of like, you've actually forced yourself to travel 12 foot of table there. You didn't need to do that.
Yeah, Jake's, I think Jake's just been freestyling a little bit. He hasn't really been concentrating on that.
I think if he plays the ball over the hole there earlier in the frame and just gets a smooth one out, we can't lose. Now he's just trying to promote this delicately and leave it a good white. He's done pretty well there, but Justin, he can play the double centre and screw white ball back to the bottom rail.
See, this is a really interesting shot. A lot of people like to play the double here. I actually prefer playing the triple. It's a more controllable shot, and then you can screw. You can.
Shut up, Dave.
I told you the double was easy. I thought he did have more angle than what he did there.
But you're right, though. It comes down to if he's got the angle for the double where he can play the safety. Whereas if you have got the double but you can't get the white safe, then you do play the triple.
It's a common shot that I see. A lot of people, especially when they have a sharp angle and they've got to screw it and play a double in the middle, they always miss it narrow. Whereas if you take the triple, you're hitting it more into the full of the face of the pocket on the triple as opposed to a double as well.
Completely.
And it's actually a shot. If you just spend 10 minutes on it and just practice balls from anywhere on the rails and just practice, you'd be surprised actually how easy it is to actually make triples. It's not as difficult as what it looks.
Kenny's just dropping the ball left, right, and centre here. He hasn't updated the score yet. Now here he goes though. I can see him in action. Here he goes, clicking buttons.
Kenny got the buy in the first round, and
he's still
rattled. He's rattled, Kenny.
We just want you to update the score, mate. It's 1-1.
Kenny's just nervous.
He's nervous.
I see him he's using the mouse right now, and there's just a little bit of shake going on.
He's expected to live up to the expectation of Dan Lynch, and he's just not quite at the mark yet. But
oh, look at it, Kenny. He's back.
But what he hasn't worked out is we hang that much shit on Dan Lynch when he makes an error, but because it's rare. Good shot there from Justin, but he hasn't. He wanted a thinner contact than that.
Can he chop that in still? Otherwise, he's gonna. If he takes one on top, these are tough shots.
Do you honestly play the safety here? No, Justin says, "Shut up! I'll wear a pink shirt. I'll do what I want." Geez, that's a good shot. That's a great shot.
I think the reason why I always say aggressive there is just because there's like 3 awkward yellows for Jake.
I'll tell you what, there won't be after this shot though. Like, I think he's going to play his ball in the middle and try and get into these now.
Do you think that red goes in the top left corner by the ball?
I do, but I still think he's going to get into these. I think he's going to try and cannon the black and yellow at the same time. No?
Yeah, I thought he...
Oh, well, he didn't play that well. Yeah, I wonder if that's a foul as well. Kenny, you got a good replay option there, mate.
Do you have a replay on
that? Got a replay?
I didn't think it was...
Do you want us to replay it? What's that? Do you want us to replay it? Jake doesn't care.
I didn't think it was necessary there, Jamie, to... think you could have played that, just push the yellow to the rail, and then all the reds now go. The black is would have
I
been
really liked
available.
it. I really like punching that into
The last shot.
Yeah, it's the shot there.
Yeah, that one. Just go back. No, forward, sorry. Forward. Good shot. Yeah.
I don't know what Jake's done there, but he's called a foul on himself.
Which is
I'm actually wondering if he's got. No, he's got nothing. You're right.
where are safe whites here, Jamie? Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm trying to see where is the safe one. I'm not sure if you can
Top
flick
right
off
hand
this.
corner. Top right hand corner is a safe.
Yeah, but the problem is, if say he plays this yellow to do it, with yellow on the right hand side to do it, he will open up the shot to play the bottom right pocket as well. Really, really tough line. Maybe play it off the red. No, he's killed the red. No, he's tried to. No,
That's a great shot.
yeah,
That is
that's
a
not
great shot. That is actually a way better shot than people think. That is hit so well.
It's very hard to hit that direction.
No, that is a great shot, but Jake's identified immediately that, you know what, I need to get that out.
I honestly, I really thought that Jake would have actually played it with a bit softer hands and played the middle of the reds, because the middle red doesn't go to the right hand side.
I think he's perfect, isn't he?
No, but it's the ball and like on the brown spot doesn't pop to the right hand side, so he's not guaranteed, even if he gets this extraction, which he will, but he's not guaranteed another shot.
I agree with you. Well, you'd be hard done by to not be on the ball on the bottom right, though.
That is true. I mean, I'm a bit of a figure.
I agree with you. I think you're right. He's obviously too straight on that red.
And this has turned out dreadful.
Yeah, that's not awesome.
Does that red go in the middle?
Yes, it does. But where's the white going? He's got a jack up.
Yeah, I think he has to chip off his red here and try and promote it.
Yeah, I think you just try and slip him behind these yellows. And
it's just too low percentage to really have a go here, I think. Just because he's going to be jacking up over the red, putting the ball in the middle and running into the yellow, there's just too much uncertainty.
Jake decided to be.
Jake?
Take Kenny.
Jake with the touch of an angel.
I actually think he's trying to bring it down like to the bottom corner. Get it near the black.
Near the black, yeah. Black was a good landing spot. Sure. Justin's identified straight away how to make an extraction here.
Justin's identified that Jake's a drunk imbecile, right? Actually, Jake's not even drunk. He's not even been drinking yet.
Justin really wants you to come off the second cushion here, drop kick it.
Yeah, great. And he wants to give us a little bit.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Just found that pocket too. You know what? He won't be unhappy with that because the one that's closest to the white right now, that goes top left. So he's good here. Should get there.
Just depends. It looks like he's just slightly off angle here. Oh, he's going to take the other one in the middle. Yeah, just one shot.
Oh, you know what? He may play. He may play into it now as a free shot because he's got the ball the right middle.
Do you play into the red here, Jamie?
I don't care. I don't care which ball they're playing into. As long as I don't kill the ball, that's perfect.
Well controlled.
I prefer to play the yellow, as long as I don't kiss it thin to the rail.
Yeah.
But he's played that great. And you know what? That's something that Justin does really well. When he plays those little cannon shots and he's playing those promotional type shots, he plays them very precise.
This has been an excellent frame of pull by Justin.
Well, mate, the guy's the current reigning champion for the last 2 years. And
3 actually.
3.
Yeah.
3. Well, he's basically shown why he wins tournaments because he is good.
Yeah, the way that Justin plays, these tables are very, very suited because not only can he use his extremely good white ball control, but he can use his mind on these tables as well. Whereas I'm playing on slightly bigger tables, then guys can certainly run out a lot easier. Whereas these ones take a lot more creativity, but also precision, but also a lot more thought process going through every single frame that you play.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. And tomorrow's where shit really starts. We'll obviously the early rounds will have. Actually, there's a couple of cracker first round matches tomorrow, so tune in. But obviously, you've got the likes of yourself, Jimmy Della, Jake, Justin,
Temujin,
Dave Travis
Rothel.
Curley, Dave Rothel, Kenny Nichols.
We got all the ACT boys.
Let's not forget Jamie Stevens. He's deadly on these tables because he won the Anzac tournament on him.
This is a really strong field, guys, and with the longer races, it's going to be kicking off at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Yeah, I think first matches get off at 10. The second round matches, I think, will be kicking off around 2 to 4 p.m. So tune in if early. If not, then tune in the afternoon. You'll see some high quality pool. I think.
Yeah, there will be some big matches come up without a doubt, leading into the later end of the matches. So. If you want to see, and you know what, I would love to see the prelude to, is prelude the right word, to the Jake Della match. I'd love to see that happen.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be
a little bit of an insight as to where they're both at right now. Where are they going to be in 2 months' time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to be an absolute
I think Jake's got a few kinks in the armour right now, I really do, but I think he's still ironing them out.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to playing the big match, you won't see